the things that I say and will continue to say is my standard, and it doesn't mean that any other standard isn't good enough or high enough or low. Like, I say how I feel of what I feel like I deserve personally and not what anyone else deserves. It doesn't mean because you don't feel like someone needs to open the door, that doesn't mean they're not good enough. That doesn't mean if I say I don't like girls this way or that way, first of all, I'm engaged. So it's all just in the air, right? So like I feel though that men and women should have higher standards for themselves and not expect anything less. And to sound all sappy on top of this engagement situation is after my last bad relationship I had, I said, okay, Miles, you are not settling less than any of this. And I wrote down the things that I said I wasn't settling less than.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't settle for anything less. And I feel like everyone should do that and not settle for anything less. Obviously, some people have to be realistic with themselves. But when I say, like, I wouldn't date a girl past 28. First of all, I technically would. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, in my perfect world, it's not to say, oh, you're 28 and you're newly single. You are 28, no good. I wouldn't do that. And I'm not even going to vouch for myself that far. But what I'm saying is I feel like people should set a standard for themselves and never settle for anything less. And it's okay to have obnoxious standards. It's not to belittle anyone else's standards. And it's not to say that other people's standards are wrong or how they think about things are wrong. Because I am going to continue to say aggressive things. One reason because of the podcast, because I know it's good for clips, but I don't ever second pass judgment on either of you, anyone else, because it doesn't fall under what I prefer. And also all the things I prefer are dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? But
He just wants to say it again. He's engaged.
And it's not bad to set some groundwork, and whether you go, 10% this way or 10% that way, I think it's good to have something that you can look at and hold on to and set your standards at. And if it changes a little bit, then
exactly.
so
And
be
I think
it.
it's also important to remember, kind of like what you're saying, is we all have different standards, and just because it's something that I agree with and works for me doesn't mean it has to work for you. And you have to agree with it. Everybody has different things based upon what they want and what they've been through. And I think, everybody's story is different. So that's going to cater to what they want next or what the next chapter looks like for them.
I agree.
Hell yeah, brother.